we're going to hit the pause on the features for just a moment. Miss Millie is also a client of mine, and I am so excited that you decided to write. I'm telling you, this woman can write like it's nobody's business. You can all sign up and take lessons from her. She is a gifted writer, gifted with the pen, and writes quickly. It's pretty amazing. Millie, it has been such a treasure to know you through this project, especially. It's just been amazing. I mean, we've been in circles where our circles have, crossed over each other. We've communicated online and different things, but we really came into alignment during this time. And you have gone through a lot during this next challenge as we have been pursuing this book together. This book together. You went through surgeries. You went through a lot of things, and you're here. You're here. And that is incredible. And on top of that, you wrote an incredible transparent chapter. So take it away. Tell us all about you.
No, honestly, I'm like Deidre. I'm so humbled and honored. And I thank God, for giving me this opportunity. So Deidre brought me along on this journey, and kind of like her this morning, I couldn't just let her sit there and not participate in what was going on today, because she didn't allow that for me. So I'm not going to allow that for her. So thank you, Deidre, for showing up. Beautiful. You look great. Anyways, yeah, I would say this book and just doing all of this has really brought me out of my shell in so many different ways. So, and one of the biggest things that I think that someone like myself, and just knowing my story on a deeper level and just everything that I've been through, I tend to live in my turtle shell and say, I've got this, I don't need anybody, we're okay, right? Like, I'll figure things out by myself. But really being able to be a part of this journey and this writing and coming out of my shell and sharing our stories, really the purpose behind it was not only am I helping myself by proving to myself that I can do it and that I can share with others, but it was also learning that if I can just help one person, that changes one life, which then can change many other lives. And so just really getting out of my comfort zone and doing that. So I know what it feels like to be all alone, and that maybe nobody possibly understands you. Nobody knows. Maybe we feel like there's not anyone that would judge me, right? Like, that is going to be non-judgmental. But being a part of this book and being a part of this community has really helped me to understand that people matter, people care about you. Not everyone here is to hurt you, and to really just get back into that basic, what I feel lacks in our world is that basic human connection. We just all live these fast-paced lives, and it's go, 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 go. And I think sometimes we as human, as a world, as a community, as a whole, we're missing that link. We're missing that, hey, let's get together, let's share a story together, let's talk about something. How can we be there for you in a non-judgmental way? And I have to say, Pamela, Dr. Pamela, you've been great at that. Dr. Deidre, Megan, Pele, Jasmine. I mean, I have such a community of friends now that I've never had before. So I really hope and pray through this journey that it brings other people into our community and that people don't feel alone. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody. It's been a humbling experience, and I get to continue to grow and continue to learn. So thank you everybody for this.
Woohoo! Millie, it has been so much fun to be in this space with you. Thank you for being here today, and for getting up and sharing, and for getting Dr. Deidre here.
Yes, we're heading off. I got to take my little guy to soccer. So we're heading off to go to soccer now, but you guys have a great day.
Thank you. And you have a great day too. Thanks, Miss Millie. We love you. Well, let's continue on with our features, because I believe we still have a feature here today that we haven't highlighted. And we do have a feature that wasn't able to make it, and I will share a little bit about her in a moment. But we do have Pele here. Come on up, sweet friend. We go back, don't we? We go back to bless.
Yes.
We go back. So, I mean, there's just so many things that we have been in and out of projects together. We pray together, we support one another. And I just want to tell you what kind of woman she is, because this lady called me this morning to sing to me and to pray for me. This is just literally her book there, Heart of the Warrior, Heart of a Warrior. I mean, that's her. Like, her heart is just, yeah. As she called to sing to me and pray for me. Pele, I have had the privilege of standing by you through just magnificent times and things that might have been more difficult. What has always amazed me about you is how you center up on God in a way of pushing forward. You find the goodness, you look for it, and you always ask for help. And, you know, sometimes people think a warrior should never ask for help, but what makes a warrior is the training and the support, right?
Yes.
So I learn a lot from you, and thank you for coming in and being one of the amazing warriors here, one of the amazing Jedis, and for being a feature. So go ahead and take it away.
Woo. Well, I want to share with y'all how excited this is, how I really am feeling right now. And this is what I was saying to Sister Dr. Pamela this morning, because that's just how excited, how grateful, humbled, and honored I am. So ask me how I'm doing. I'm blessed. Yes. Living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I am blessed to be in y'all presence. I give God all the honor, praise, and glory, because I always believe that if it weren't for his love, mercy, and grace, I wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here, and all of us would not be here today. So, Dr. Pamela, thank you so much for, having me as one of your featured authors, and it is a blessing for me, to the woman behind this project, the hard work that she's been doing. Nicole, thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me when there were times when I said, I don't think I'm going to do this. Thank you for pushing me to not, quitting on myself. And so I want to share with y'all the greatness of God in my life, the goodness of God in my life. And so this is my 11th anthology, right? And the very first anthology I had was this book right here, From Pain to Purpose. And my chapter for this book was From Pain to Purpose. And it was, of course, with the amazing Dr. Oh my gosh, Deborah, thank you. I love you. You were the first, one that started this before I birthed, my own Heart of a Warrior. And so to be a part of this project, for me, it was big for me. And the reason why is because God has been the inspiration, the one behind my journey. And so my chapter is the power of choice. And the acronym for my chapter, it was courage, the courage that pushed me to do, what I'm doing now, what I love to do, to be a blessing to other people, and then the H is, the humble heart. Always, I encourage each and every one of you to always have a humble heart in all and everything that you do, no matter what circumstances you go through in life. It was that obedience to God. I had to be obedient to God and his calling in my life. And so I encourage each and every one of you to hear and listen to his voice and learn to, tell God to close any door that is not aligning with your calling in your life, and open the doors that no man can shut, right? And so CHO, that's obedience. I is I am enough. I want everyone to say, please unmute and say, I am enough.
Am enough.
I am enough.
Yeah.
Yes, and to all our amazing listeners, just type in the chat and tell yourself that I am enough. And so The other C is commitment. I made a commitment to my commitment, which is, fulfilling God's calling in my life. And so the E is I am now empowering the masses, and we all are empowering the masses. So with the next best you, this has been the acronym that I have been using throughout my journey, because I believe that you have the power, the same power that God has blessed me with. You have that same power, that same courage, to be who you want to be, and to be, that bold person, that amazing person, that's in the mirror. So be inspired by that person in the mirror, and just know that I love you. God loves you too. I am so honored, I'm humbled, and I'm grateful to be a part of this journey with each and every one of you. And I am so glad. I thank my sisters, Bernice and Sonia and Carlita. Thank you for your yes to join me on this amazing journey. And Sister Jody, I have co-authored with many of y'all, and being on this journey with each of you is just, I don't know if y'all can see, but I got the chills, right now of, I'm just so excited. And so I just want you all to know to never doubt what God has created in you, and never doubt what God has birthed out of you, because God is the sole author and the sole finisher of your life, and for my life, and for all of us. And the two words that I live by daily is live and love. So live the life you love the life you live, and to embrace your next best you. You must get this book today, because this book will help you, find your next best you. It will help you rebuild your life, and it will help you step into your greatness, and know that you matter. I want y'all to know that you matter. So I love y'all. Thank you again, Dr. Pamela. This has been an amazing journey. I love each and every one of you. And so, yes, if you want to connect with me, find me on peleinspire.com and connect with me on social media. And so, yes, let's go. Let's go. Thank you. I love y'all.
Oh, before you disappear on the screen, tell us why you wear those pretty flowers in your hair.
Oh. Okay, so my flower, I am from the beautiful island of Samoa. And so I wear my flower is my signature. And so I have a good friend of mine, she explains it better. She said, if you see a island girl wear a flower on the left, it means they're taken. They're not available, so don't mess with them. But with me, I wear it however I wear my hair, right? And then she said, if you wear it on the right side, it means she's single. Hey, hit her up, look her up, get in contact with her. But if you see an island girl with a flower in the middle of her head, right, that means she's confused, right? That's what she said. And then she said, if you see a girl, an island girl with a flower behind her hair, it means follow me home. So I don't know if you're going to see that, but okay. But that's why I have different flowers and different colors, because I want all of, we are all flowers. And, I just love that this is my signature of who I am. And I am proud to be a Samoan and that Pacific Islander girl. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. That's an important piece of you. So
Thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you, Pele. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, y'all too.
Thank you. Thank you for singing to us all. That was amazing, wasn't it? So, Nicole, before we start bringing up, I know we're going to bring up Wilnerd here in just a moment, but I first want to highlight Amina Mohammed. She could not be here today, and we wanted to just take a moment to highlight her. She's one of our features. She is in the UK, and Amina got on board right away and just has added so much to this anthology, whether it was in coaching, whether it was in just additional resources. She is a coach in her own right. She is a speaker. She is an author. She is a publisher. She's taken the UK by storm. Okay, so if you have not connected with Amina Inspires, that's how you find her, and make sure you read her chapters. She is awesome. Thank you, Amina. I also call her my spiritual daughter. She is a blessing. We haven't had any of our guy authors We have them, Sam. They're actually here. And we are going to call up, I like to call him Sir Wilnard. So Wilnard, I'm so excited to have you here. Wilnard, if I remember right, Nicole, he was like the first author, wasn't he, that came in? Yes. And were we in Atlanta, Nicole? I think we were in Atlanta. And all of a sudden, because Nicole has the registrations hooked up to her phone, and her phone went off and she said, we got our first next author, and it's Wilnard. And I went, it's Wilnard. Do you remember how excited I was, Nicole? I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled to have him on this project. And then right away reached out to you. It has been such a treasure to get to know you and to really come in contact with your greatness. I loved your excitement when you got your book and the video that you did, your little box opening video was amazing. You have brought such honor to this community and to this project. So Wilnard, jump in, take your liberties.
Good morning. First, I want to give it to God, and I want to give it to Dr. Pamela, to Nico, for every hard work you guys been doing. I know you guys work so hard to make this project a reality. And I'm so honored, and it's a privilege for me to be part of this. I cannot think of any other place to be right now, as we are all celebrate this amazing victory. And I stand today here on this platform, on this stage, all over the world, to celebrate this victory. I feel like Samuel when he said, he raised up the poor from the dust, he lifts the needy from the ash heap to make them sit with nobles and inherit a seat and honor and glory. I feel like I'm living this life now. Born and raised in Haiti from like a poor family. I couldn't even imagine being part of you guys. Life was so difficult for my family, but my dad always instilled in us the power of education, the power of faith. That's why I call my chapter The Power of Faith. And I'm so glad to be here today, to be with people all over the world. And I remember last year, I put in my vision board, I want to write my book for 2020, September, for my birthday. September 9 was my birthday. And the title of the book that I was going to put was From Zero to Hero, the unwavering faith of a believer. And I'm here today to celebrate with you guys our next best you. I firmly believe that we all have made multiple versions. We all have multiple versions. So what we have to do is to believe. And John Taraico said to me, you don't have to worry how that's going to happen. Your job is to take massive action every single day. This is what I did. And I know those are the steps I have to take me where I want to go. But I believe the relationship that has between the big goals and the small step that you have to take to bring them to life. That's why I'm here today. And I love you so much, everybody. And thank you, Dr. Pamela. Thank you, Nichols, for everything. You know, being here, come here in 2013 and being part of this community is something really exceptional for me that really touched my heart. And I want you thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to do that. Thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you at the top. Thank you so much.
Wilnard, thank you.
Thank
yes,
you.
and we'll stay on the top as well.
Yes.
Right? That's right. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your excitement you bring. We appreciate you, Wilnard. Woohoo! Yeah. So before we bring up Miss Jody, because she's next, I'm going to bring up the lady who's sitting next to me. That would be Miss Nicole, Because not only is she project manager, not only is she the graphic designer and artist, not only is she my assistant and my friend, she is an author. Nicole, you
Yeah.
jumped
I did.
in here. So take it away.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's weird to be on this end of things. I like being in the background. Pamela knows this, but working with Dr. Pamela for actually 11 years or so, she has gently pulled me out of the background. But yeah, no, when she brought the title of this one to me, God's been pushing me out of the background too, and gently having me or telling me to do things that are not me, or well, okay, I didn't feel was me. He's had me go live on Facebook and everything else, but my theme is always joy. And I think he does that because of what I've been through in my life. And, that's wasn't always the focus of my life. So that, of course, is what I have to put out there. So the title of my chapter is Embracing Joy in Your Next. And I just kind of talk about in there, I talk about a moment in my life where I had to. And I told my daughter knows that she is a big focus of that chapter because she went through it with me. It was because of her, not really because of her, but her biological dad died. So we went through a lot together and some other things that she went through. And, you have to find that spot of joy. And I've learned that over the last couple of years, and Pamela knows that very well. And she was with it. She was with us when we went through that mess. So she knows that very well. But the thought of writing a chapter was terrifying to me. But I did it, and I'm glad I did it. And my prayer is that the ones that read that chapter can look at their day a little differently. And that's why I did it, because my goal, and anytime I put anything on social media, I a lot of times tell on myself to give people joy. Because, if you couldn't find anything else in your day to laugh at, I'm fine if you laugh at me. My family does it all the time. And I'm okay. That's why I'm here. But not really at me, but at the silly things that I do. Sometimes at me. Yeah.
I don't laugh with you. I
Yeah,
laugh at you.
Right. So, but I'm okay with that. But, it's been a long road to get here, and be okay with that. You can have that in your life and really have that. It can really kill your self-confidence. And I've gotten to that point where now it's like, yeah, whatever, and a lot of times I'm like, okay, haha, very funny when things happen, because I'm like, yeah, God needed to interrupt my thought process by having something happen in my day that was like, okay, you can either get really mad at this, or you can see it for what it is and just something silly. And it's like, okay, I choose to be over here and laugh at the fact that it happens, when it's like, yeah, this is not going to ruin my day, so it's a mindset thing, period. I don't live in a non-reality, although sometimes I'd like to, but yeah, but I love this lady sitting beside me, and yeah, but she is my heart, one of my heart and soul people, and would defend her to anything as well. And she knows that, and that's why I'm here. That's part of the reason why I sit beside her. So, I tell her sometimes I have proud mama moments with her, watching her do things, because I've seen her grow And I know she doesn't highlight herself on these things, so I'm going to do it right this second. As the visionary of this project, she likes to bring everybody else up and then she ignores herself. So since I'm here, hi. As the visionary of this project, she has worked really hard. And I know all of you authors know this and have seen this. She has worked really hard and has had the desire for this book to just launch. And I mean, yes, okay, this is a book launch, but not just here, but to just catapult out to the world. And the extra stuff that she had us do as authors, those of you that are connected to these authors on social media has seen it. And there's other behind the scenes stuff that we have done. And it is her heart to make this such a huge reach in the world because of the content, because of the authors that have come into this project. And it took us a while to get moving on the project because we didn't have what we needed as far as authors. And I know that's why she put so much into it, because she saw the vision for this book. I mean, she's the visionary for a reason, but she knew where this book was going to go. And she had that heart to get the cover just the way she wanted it. She had the heart to put the people in it, to have the authors, to reach out to certain authors. And when certain authors were like, I don't think I'm going to do it. To really make that phone call, that personal call, and say, you're going to do it. I mean, we had a couple of people that paid what we're going to drop out. And it's like, what? No, you're not. So I want to commend Dr. Pamela for her perseverance, but for her vision and the way that she pushed this book out and has just promoted it and did that extra behind it. I think all the authors can agree with me that she really made each one of us a priority as authors. And I love that about her when she does projects. So if you ever get the chance to write with her, y'all do it. Not just because I'm there too, but do it. I love her. But yeah, so I absolutely loved writing. I'll do it again when God says so. But yes, no, I loved it, and I will. But yeah, thanks. I was gonna wait till last, but okay.
No, then thank you for that sweet highlight. It has been a treasure to be the visionary here. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate all your kind words, and I love all of my Jedi scribes. Yes. So let's keep going. We have more to pull up here. We have Dr. Jody in the house. Jody and I, we met through Dr. Deborah and one of the book projects that we were working on there. And it has just become such just a dream to work with you. And now we have stepped out from behind just the book world into the masterclass world and in the coaching world together. Wow. It's so good to just watch the, life, weave people together like a quilt. And I'm so glad to be in your quilt there, Miss Jody. So jump on in. Take it away. It's your time. It's your turn. Go for it.
Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. And hello, everyone. I'm Jody Solberg. I'm coming to you from the beautiful mountains of the Pacific Northwest. And I am a mental wellness professional. I'm a success coach. As Dr. Pamela said, we are now teaming up together, which I am absolutely so grateful for, and blessed and privileged to just partner with so many of all of you, right? To be authors together, to be friends together, to really create this absolutely incredible family together of these books that we're a part of. It's my 7th anthology. And as Pele said, Being to Purpose was the first one. Dr. Deborah and I were connected through speaking and through our connection with Les Brown, and it just has absolutely unfolded. I love how you said that, Dr. Pamela, as this beautiful quilt ever since then. And so many of us have written together and been connected to one another. So I'm so grateful to be on this journey with all of you. So in addition to those things, I'm also a certified master hypnotherapist. And one of the things that I wanted to do in this anthology is, I write as an outlet for my purpose because I'm dedicated to empowering people to connect with their true inner selves, to break free from negative subconscious programming, to heal from anxiety and trauma and burnout, and create work-life harmony while equipping them to pass those life-changing skills onto the next generation and breaking those unhealthy generational patterns. And so my chapter in Your Next Best You is called Stepping into Your Future Self. And it was inspired by both my own life transformations and my, future selves that I've had throughout the years, because we all have a next chapter. Okay? It's a continuous journey. We never arrived and completed. We're always on that process. And so it was inspired by that, as well as being part of the healing journeys of my clients. And I truly believe that everything happens for a lesson. It's always a learning experience. We can learn from tragedy and trauma. We can learn from joy and celebration. And so in my chapter, I actually detail one of the processes that I take my clients through as a hypnotherapist of stepping into that next best version of ourselves that has learned the lessons and gained that knowledge and the skills to reach our goals and achieve the success that we desire in different areas of our lives. And so the message that I just want to share with everyone through my contribution to this beautiful anthology, Your Next Best You, is that each of us truly gets to create our future by exercising our power of choice. That each day we get to wake up, we get to choose to step into who we want to become. And with that powerful intention and with consistent action, you can absolutely change your life and create your definition of success and step into who you were meant to be. And so if you'd like to connect with me, you can reach out to me via my website. My business, my practice is called Psyched Up Success. So you can go to psychedupsuccess.com, or you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all the places at Psyched Up Success for Jody Solberg. So definitely, connect with me if you'd like to learn more. I am just, again, so grateful, absolutely, so truly honored to be here with all of these amazing people, to have, these people as my community. And so thank you all so much. And thank you, Dr. Pamela. Thank you, Nicole, for all of your hard work in putting this together. And thank you to everyone for sharing your stories. It truly makes a difference. And we're one person individually, but together, like Sam was saying earlier, we get to help all of humankind. So thank you.
So good, Jody. Thank you. We're better together. Yes, we are. Thank you so much, Jody. So our next author, we have another guy coming up here. Yay! And this is someone that I've known for quite a while. Nicole knows him quite well. I love it. So come on up here, Pastor Dr. D. Donato. Welcome. So glad that you're here. We go back quite a long ways, and it has been so fun to watch you just step out of the boat, walk on the water here, dude, and go from, coming in to ministry, taking a hiatus from it, coming back into it in youth ministry, stepping into being a pastor, a coach, a leader, an author, and of course now carrying that title doctor. We have worked in different communities together, different leadership places. It's been amazing to watch what's been happening in your life. I'm grateful that you said yes to your next in this book. So jump on in, take your liberty, Dr. D. I call him D. So you guys can call him D too. Put it in the chat. Hey, D.
The Next Best You. There's my chapter. There I am. But, And thank you for the introduction, Dr. Pastor Pamela. I actually want to say something first about Nicole and her chapter. And, you know, she's already read. But, you know, years ago, there was a song that came out with Zach Williams, Old Church Choir. And it says, once you can choose it, you can't lose it. There ain't nothing going to steal my joy. And, you know, that was a really impactful song if you listen to it. And, you know, that's the thing. You got to choose the joy, right? And that's what Nicole's chapter is all about. And, you know, that's something we all have to do, right? And with the chapter in my book, I really highlight more so all of you authors out there. And, you know, other people that have been on my show, Get Motivated. Because it's important we get the word out there, right? And it doesn't matter who it's coming from, where it's coming from. And in fact, I encourage all of us to have different mentors and coaches that are from all walks of life, because we can learn, we can grow, we can get different perspectives on things. We can start changing our mindset. And, you know, that's really what it's all about when you kind of look at the grand scheme of things. And really what this book, I feel, is ultimately about, you know, becoming your next best you. It's about, you know, expanding your horizons. It's about changing your mindset, you know, growing and learning. And one of my favorite quotes comes from Ray Kroc. He says, when you're green, you're growing. When you ripe, you rot. So we're supposed to just keep going, keep learning, never ending. And, you know, one of my motivators, in a sense, has passed away that showed me a great example of this. And it was Pastor Bruce, because he always kept pushing on. And as old as he was, he didn't stop learning. He didn't stop growing. And I think, again, that's something that we all need to do. So that's why, you know, your next best you, again, is helping us all to do that, to keep pushing on, to keep bettering ourselves. And I just encourage anyone also out there that wants to spread the word on this, right? To get on my show, to connect with me so we can get that word out there, to get motivated, to be transformed. And one other little quick thing I wanted to share. I've got this silly little saying, because Pamela was asking for quotes, and I was almost trying to be funny about it, but it's it's also kind of true. And the quote is, wherever you go, there you are. And it's kind of silly, but it's so true, because are you in depression? There you are. Or are you in joy? There you are. So you can choose the path you're going to take. You know, you can choose the road that you're going to be on. If you don't like the road that you're on, get off of it. Get on another road. And I mean, that's just what it's all about. So that's the inspiration here for your next best you. Get the book. If you're watching this, you know, and connect up with some of these people that you see. You know, check out my show, Get Motivated with Donato, and donatomotivates.com is my website. You know, get in touch with me if you want to be on the show, and, you know, just get out there and make a difference. Thank you, Pamela.
That is so good, Dee. Hey, you interviewed, first of all, thank you, because you opened up your platform and interviewed many of the authors, if not all of them, on your platform. So what was that like? Because, you know, we had some other individuals that stepped up and opened up their platform. So grateful for them. Dr. Angela's one, Ace is another. You also offered that. So what was that like to interview the authors?
Well, that's the thing. I love all of the different interviews that I have. And, you know, my opening question is, you know, what does get motivated mean to you? And it's so different for everyone. But, it's a challenging question because it gets us to think, right? And how do we get motivated? And that's the thing, we got to get up off the couch is one of my favorite sayings. and do something, right? Get motivated. Jody, that you just had on here, she's been on the show a couple of times. She's wonderful. We always have great talks, and she's one of those people that helps us get charged up, get motivated. So many others here, and it just highlights the different things. And again, the nice thing, or the cool thing, I think, about the show is getting all of those different people from all of those different walks of life. We can find common ground. We can find similarities in the stories that we hear from people, regardless of where they came from. If they're in a different country, if they're a different nationality or ethnicity, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, right? We can find that common ground. We can start to relate to people if we just open up our minds, our mindsets, and take those things in, and then be challenged to learn, right? To grow and to become motivated and those kinds of things. So that's what I love about doing this.
Yeah, well, it was so wonderful of you to extend that invite to the authors. And so any authors here that did not, hook up with Donato and get motivated, please reach out to him. I also see Sam has commented that he wants to connect. So there's another great guest for you, and anybody else that's watching right now. Like, totally just connect with Pastor Donato. Reach out to me and we'll get you hooked up on the podcast. Thank you so much, Dr. D. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.